Welcome everyone to episode 8 of BrayBerry Pictures, where we will be talking about contracts between cast and crew. Super important. I definitely make sure that all of my actors sign their contracts and read it and actually understand it. Whenever I'm making the contract, certain things are in bold, even highlighted, just to make sure that there's no misunderstanding as far as like pay, what we expect, rules on set, as well as the time that we are expecting you to film with us.
Anytime there's pay involved, you've got to have a contract in place. If you have your crew members, set at a specific rate, you want to make sure they know how many days they're signing up for and that is part of the contract as well. Because the last thing you want to do is have a 2-day shoot scheduled and somebody thinks that they're only working for 1 day.
Yes, because then you're definitely not going to have that person. I mean, you may have them because they may like you, but they're not obligated to be there because you only put the 1 day as far as like what you needed from them. And that's probably what they thought you had needed.
Right. And the other way around it too, like to protect yourself, because if they think that they're only there for 1 day, but in the contract that they signed, it says 2 days, well, you've got them for 2 days then.
Right. And all that goes to when you're putting, money and everything involved and you got it into contracts. Make sure you actually have the funds for that. I've been on sets where that was not the case. And I actually was in a there was this project, I was the line producer. And I was told one thing. I did all this work and looking to get paid, and I did not get paid. But not only did I not get paid, the cast and the crew didn't get paid either. But for some reason, they thought it was on me. And I was like, well, I'm not the executive producer. This is not my project. I'm the line producer. So, I do schedule and I do things like that, just making sure everything runs smoothly. So that was kind of like a learning, what word am I looking for? A learning opportunity for me, just to make sure that if I did anything like that, I personally want to see that there's money in the bank. So if you are a producer or a line producer, you better just make sure if all that is in the contract that you actually see it before moving on.
Right. I'm surprised they thought it was on you, being like not your project.
Oh God, like everyone kept, a lot of them was coming to me, emailing me, and I'm just like, why do y'all think I owe y'all money? Like, do you not know what I put into this project and how much money is owed to me? Like, I eventually was like, I don't even care. Like, they can think I need that money. I need my money.
What I was referencing with the crew is with our roster shoot, we had signed up everyone for 2 days, but our DP assumed it was only 1 day. But I mean, thankfully we are, pros at scheduling, so we were able to get everything done in 1 day.
Right.
But that was almost a pretty bad situation, but thankfully we avoided it.
Right. And like with that, just so everyone knows that we actually had 2 days in in the contract. He assumed that we weren't going to use that second day. So if we didn't get everything done in that 1 day and he decided not to show up, that could have been bad on him, because it's clearly in the contract that, we needed him for 2 days and he kind of flaked on us for that second day, and just as bad. Just as bad.
Yeah, and another important tip when you're dealing with other people and projects, you want to make sure that they're not trying to hold your footage hostage. As in, this is your project, you're paying them to create it. The footage is going to be, your footage that you're going to use for your projects. This is not their footage that they get to keep and just lend to you. It's actually your footage.
Right. Definitely have that in the contract. And I also put in my contracts that they're not allowed to show anyone anything without our say so. So we didn't even allow them, like, they took pictures, but I didn't allow them to show anything until I had to say so, until I was ready to put it out and let people know that we have a project.
Yeah, that's actually a good point. You should touch a little bit more on that fact about the behind the scenes, like with all the actors and whatnot taking behind the scenes
Yeah.
photos and videos.
So definitely that's something you need to put in your contract, is to make sure that everyone knows that you can take pictures, but you are not allowed to post if this is what you want. Because it really can take away the element of surprise. Like, because it's one thing to have like a poster, but it's another to actually see the set and see who's all on set. But yeah, definitely, I don't allow people to post until we say so, and I actually have people send me the whatever they shoot, whatever they take pictures of, video of, send it to me so we can have it, and then we can post it accordingly, because everything is strategic. Anything that we do, any post we do, is all strategic and thought on how we want to put it out, and we just want to make sure that is respected. Thank you for listening to BrayBerry Podcast. See you at the next one.